Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Sakes. Today's episode, we got week 2 pick'ems. We got our runner-up last year, held the best record for 16 weeks. He started week 2, yeah, 16 weeks last year. Collin to fall 1 week short of Dynasty.
Let's go.
Welcome back, Collin.
Welcome back
All
to
right,
Average Takes.
we got pick'ems. We're gonna review some games last week because we didn't get to do that. We were on vacation week 1. I know that sounds weird, week 1 vacation, but special events happen. So we had vacation. So we're gonna review the games, talk about this week, give you our best bet, and more. All right, let's go.
Hop right on into it.
All right, short song this week, but let's get straight to the action. We got a kind of a bad week. All right, week 1, you don't know all the teams. We had some upsets. We had some hot weather.
Some cold, very rainy weather.
Yeah, we had some weird games going on. So I know we're gonna get into the picks this week. We could talk about these teams as we go along and how they did performed. But last week it kind of really opened up to us right in the first game of the week. It was Bills Rams. Bills put on a
first game.
fucking show.
Great first game.
They were unreal. Josh Allen literally pounded the Rams defense over and over again with his arm running. He had a great stiff arm. Josh Allen and that Bills offense is going to be a great team this year. And their defense is great.
7 sacks?
7 sacks.
Can't get no better than that.
I mean,
Von Miller's a beast.
Yeah,
Yes,
Von Miller
yes.
looked like Von Miller of old, like Denver, like Texas A&M Von Miller.
Looked very quick.
Super
Very quick.
winning.
No Whitworth on the Rams,
Yeah,
and Von Miller literally ate that shit up.
And it
Yes.
showed.
it showed.
It showed they did not have their veteran left tackle holding it down. And you know what? They screwed up in not going and getting one this offseason.
Absolutely.
They definitely screwed that pooch. But that was a great game. I mean, Bills look like a Super Bowl contender for sure. That was my Super Bowl matchup. And if that's the Super Bowl, holy shit.
Yes.
What a way to bring back football. It was
What a
great.
way to bring back football. A lot of games. Collin's here, our local in-house Raider representative. Sorry, Collin.
Had to put the smack in on you, buddy.
Smack him.
Not a big smacking.
It wasn't it really
5 points.
smacking.
5 points, 3 takeaways.
It was like
You only
21-7
beat us
for
by-
like
you only beat
most
us
of the
by
game.
5 points, not too bad. Huh?
It felt good though. Like most of the
great.
game.
It was a good game.
The
it
end of
felt
the
like a good
game,
overall good game.
it gets a little nervous. Obviously, Chargers are one of those teams that love to just drop games at the end. So at the end of games, you're
Yeah.
always like nerve wracking. But it was a great game.
Come out on top, it felt great.
To come out on top, it felt good. Chargers have a quick turnaround. Obviously, we're starting this podcast and we need to get this pick in before this game starts. So let's get into the Chargers versus Chiefs game here in a
We're
second.
just gonna skip the Steelers fucking up the AFC champions.
Whoa.
Or we're just gonna skip right over
I
that.
would never,
No.
but I would just want to remind our listeners that we're starting this right before the game starts. So just feeding them Chargers love. But yeah, Trevor, you know what? Since you want to talk about it so bad, why don't you tell them why my pick was so good?
Yeah, Bob hit the island. I definitely reverse jinx the fuck out of the Bengals. The bozo Bengals. Joey B is a bozo. 4 interceptions.
way.
Mika pick 6. Mika is probably the greatest safety to ever play this game at this point. Blocked PAT at the end of the game to save the gay. Missed kicks galore. Missed kicks galore, but Chris Boswell only makes kicks when time's running out, and that's what he did to win the game.
That game
And
was
We go to Cincinnati and we just fucking own them.
Yes.
They're our little brothers still.
okay, but that game was a wild one. I mean,
The
the
back and forth. was
Steelers
crazy.
defense showed out like it always does week 1, and they showed out great. I mean, what they have 5-6 sacks?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think. And Minka, I mean, defensive player of the week in the AFC, had a great game. They just destroyed them, and I felt like my pick was great. Steelers always start off good. Mitch Trubisky didn't even really have to play. Guy sucked.
Yeah.
But I
Yep.
mean, due to all the missed field goals and missed opportunities, Bengals, you have to chalk that up as an L no matter what. Like, no matter what, how that falls, it's better for the Bengals in the long run to take that L because they're going to learn from it. Steelers get that W, and it's a lucky W. They're going to need this if they want to make playoffs. And I think that is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes the NFL fits its holes, and that was one of my lucky ones and a terrible pick'ems week last week. So feel good about it. Feel good going into this week. But I got the Chargers Chiefs on my screen, so I kind of want to get into that pickup. And we could talk a little bit about the Chiefs and the Cardinals last week game as well.
All right.
All right. So
We already talked about the Chargers. I mean, the Chiefs and the Cardinals game, what a one-sider. I mean, the Cardinals shit the bed all the way around. The Chiefs looked like their younger selves back when they won the Super Bowl. They looked great. Pat Mahomes looked great without their number one threat. And it was crazy. I didn't think the Cardinals were going to get blown out that bad. Are the Chiefs really that good? I don't really think so, but they took a dub.
all right, my turn to talk about this. Kyler Murray, and I've been seeing these stats way too much. Last week was double XP. We talked about it this offseason. They put a slight bit in his contract saying he has to watch film this amount of much. And everyone around the world talked about how it led from playing video games too much. And last weekend, double XP, they lose by a jillion. I wish I knew that going in. Shenny, our local COD expert, filled me in on some news. This weekend is Trevor fell in our news.
Yeah, new Modern Warfare 2 beta is coming out. So it's only available Friday to Sunday, and they play on Sunday. So Friday, Saturday night, it might be a little late night for Kyler.
Friday and Saturday are going to be all day streaming or whatever he wants to do. He might not stream so no one sees, but
Just chalk up the L already.
Playing the beta, and they're just the worst team when COD has any games. Like, he is a little kid at heart, and you know what? Whatever. Cardinals paid him the money. I think they are going to be my bet against of the week anyway. So, but the Chiefs, goddamn, did they look good? They used Patrick Mahomes and all of his targets. Clyde Edwards-Helaire looked great.
Back to like he did his rookie year, his first game in.
Yes.
I think he accumulated like a little bit close to 100 yards last game.
Yeah,
2
total.
touchdowns. Yeah, looked good.
And then, I mean, all of their wide receivers look good.
I think Juju's a guy to watch out for, especially in tonight's game. I think he's going to do pretty well out there.
Juju
Yep.
is he still TikToking, Trevor?
Nope. Quit the TikTok. Jackson Mahomes, that's all for him. Yeah, Juju's my offensive comeback player of the year, AFC offense, whatever, comeback player of the year. Picked him. I just like him in this offense, and Patrick Mahomes played in the preseason, and what does he do? Dominates.
Yep.
Common trend here, and
Did you
this
see
for
that?
week one.
Like
Week
2-9
one
or
was
something like
3-7.
that. 3-7. Yep.
If you did not play a single snap in the preseason, for quarterbacks at least.
Yep.
Yeah, and the 2 quarterbacks that won are the most elite quarterbacks in this league. So
Exactly. Which shows
Justin
that you
Herbert, thank you very much, Trevor.
Justin Herbert.
Tom Brady, thank you very much.
he played. He
Justin
played.
Herbert.
He played in preseason, I'm pretty sure.
It was Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen. Those 3 quarterbacks, and they all shredded up last week.
I didn't know Tom Brady played. I thought he took 11 weeks off or something like that.
He took
11
he
days.
took 12 days off. Of course,
He-
he had to play.
He played week 3, their last preseason game. All right, Chargers versus Chiefs is about to start in a couple minutes. Let's get these picks in. Both teams are full of studs, and division games are the hardest. Justin Herbert's 2-0 in Arrowhead in his career, and it seems like he likes it there. I don't know, man. This game, the Chiefs are always feel like the bigger bully, the bigger dog in the division, because so Chargers Chiefs. I was talking about Justin Herbert and how much he loves to play in Arrowhead. 2-0 in his career, and I think that's going to continue. I'm going to pick Chargers here. They're the underdog. They're +4 right now, I think.
Yep, +4.
+4. So I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm following it up with also a Chargers pick here. I think the Chiefs are playing a better defense than they did last week, and it's going to show. I mean, our offense was very powerful. Justin Herbert looked like a little kid playing in the backyard, slinging the football last week. I think Mike Will is going to have a great game. Keenan Allen's hurt, but we have plenty more stars on our team. Palmer's going to get a couple catches. I think the Chargers come out on top of this one.
Jenny.
I am so in between on this game. If I had to put money on the game, I would probably go +4 on the Chargers. But since we're doing a pick'ems, I'm probably gonna go Chiefs, just because Mahomes at home, first game at home this year. The fans were lining up fucking 10 hours before the gates even open. I think it's gonna be loud. I think it's gonna be electric in Kansas City. And Chargers are getting JC Jackson back. I want to see Mahomes test him early to see how healthy he is. And if they get a couple touchdowns or they see a weakness in there, I think Mahomes is gonna exploit that. But I don't think it's gonna be a superstar game. I think it's gonna be a low-key guys game. Sky Moore might have a good game. Valdez Scantling might have a good game. DeAndre Carter went off last week. I think he might even have a good game again. I really want Mike Will to score like 94 touchdowns. So if he does that, I won't be mad.
Chargers O-line played, I think, really well last week.
Yeah, I think they played good last week too.
I mean,
no
hold
sacks,
the hold Max
pressures,
and
Chandler.
Chandler to no sacks, dude, and to keep Herb
Attaboys.
protected. That's what they need. Collin.
I think I'm not going to give Trevor the satisfaction of getting this island going. I don't want to start off the first game with him getting an island, so I'm going to follow him up and get the Chiefs.
Smart.
If I was a betting guy, I'm going to take the Chiefs -4. Their offense is just so electric. Even though they don't got Tyreek anymore, they still got other guys to replace them. They got Marquez Valdez-Scantling with speed. They got Juju with route running, and they still got Travis Kelce underneath for those small plays. It's just their defense that gives you little worries against this powerful offense. But we'll see how they end up coming out, and hopefully Chiefs can come out on top.
2-2 split, first game.
All righty.
Perfect.
So next game, we're gonna start Sunday. We got Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. And hey, do you guys see the new Browns 50-yard mascot?
Brownie.
Little Brown.
I like it.
It looks like what I shit out of my ass.
What the
All righty. Shit, little dudes out.
Little brownies. Little brownie the elves.
Yeah, it might have been
All over the
blowing up
50-yard
last
line.
weekend.
Yeah, for real. I don't hate it at all. They don't really have. I mean, you're talking about the Browns. They're called the Browns, and they wore an orange helmet. So any plus is good for them. So
I like it.
I like it
a lot.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna go the Browns here. I think Flacco sucks. Yeah, and that's about it, really. Flacco sucks. The Jets are not gonna win with Flacco as their starting quarterback.
I think Flacco's like 1-12 or something since he left the Ravens. He's no good no more, man. He's getting old. He's getting up there in age. Yeah, he's got a Super Bowl. Whoa.
He's
whatever,
signed
but
to be a backup.
He's to be a backup, and he's nothing even close to Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's young, and he's not playing right now. So they're just not gonna. They don't got enough power back there to figure it out with Joe under center. So I'm gonna take the Browns as well. Browns' defense is also one of the top ones in the league. They got a bunch of guys over there, Jadeveon Clowney, Myles Garrett out there balling. They got the great secondary as well. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going Browns.
Do we really think that the Jets are going to stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt?
No shot.
Probably not. That's
Probably
probably the
not.
best 1-2 punch in the league.
Probably not. So, are we
Don't
all going
know.
Browns here,
No,
or
Shane's
Trevor?
probably taking Jets.
Trevor, how you feeling? How you feeling?
I mean, I'm gonna go Browns here, but I'm gonna hope the Jets win.
Reverse jinx.
The Browns haven't started 2-0 since 1993.
And they
I
got
wasn't even fucking born yet. None of us were
sent
even
out
born
the
yet.
first 1-0 tweet in Twitter history
Yep.
Really?
this week. Twitter started in 2003, and they got to send out the first 1-0 in their Twitter history. All right,
And this is
so
like best case for the Browns going 2-0, especially
2-0, 2-0.
Absolutely.
they lose 9 straight games. They're 2-9, which that's impossible to do.
Yeah, and they're not going to do. And then they got Deshaun coming back after 11 games. So this is kind of wild, but Browns
all the
2-0.
way.
I see it.
Brown sweep. Brown
Average-
sweep.
Average 6 curse enabled.
Takes curse
Let's
enabled.
go Jets.
We got the Commanders versus the Lions.
I am not taking the Lions this week. I repeat, I am not taking the Lions. This
Really?
week.
Really?
Absolutely
Can you
not. I'm
explain your
done.
reasoning?
I think
I told you I was gonna ride them till they lost. Guess what? Week 1 lost, and I'm done with it. I'm going Redskins here just on the fact that Lions cannot close out games.
You're not
If
the
they're
Redskins
really good
anymore,
games-
dude.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the fuck.
No,
they
say
are.
sorry. Say sorry to the people who,
Yeah, that hurt some people's feelings around.
Sorry to the people of Washington.
All
or the
right.
people you offended.
Yeah, maybe that would be better.
I'm going Washington.
I can't believe that, Roman. I am the biggest Washington hater all time.
Take them
Going
then.
Lions here. I love what the Lions bring. I think of the Eagles as a pretty decent team this year.
I think they got one.
The
of
Lions brung it last week, and they did that a lot last year where they were in games. The Lions are a better team than Washington. I like Dotson. I like their Washington's young guys. I love the Lions in this one, especially Lions money line.
Yes. Love the Lions, but I gotta hear that it's gonna be thunder and lightning storms in Detroit, Michigan on Sunday. So if you guys are better,
Don't they play in a dome?
They do. They do play in the dome. You don't know what it's like.
The power might go out.
Yeah.
Power could go out. You know those
One lightning bolt
things that
touches the
happen.
dome.
It happens. But
If they have a stadium like the Chargers and Rams,
yep.
that's gonna affect.
Yep.
It's gonna affect them.
But I think I can see both sides. I'm in between on this game too. I'm more on the Lions. Commanders, they played good last week. You know, Carson Wentz threw for 4 touchdowns. I think that's the first time he's done that in like 3 years. But
Yeah, baby. Terry
he's a way better
McLaurin,
team than he's been
all
on.
these studs.
But Lions are good. I don't know who's going to stop DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift went nuts last week. They got a good receiving core over there in Detroit, and I think their defense is it's all right. I mean, they played a good offense in the Eagles, but I think they could stand up to these Commanders and come out victorious.
Love the Lions. Trevor,
I'm gonna split this. I'm gonna go commies, the Commanders. I mean, Carson Wentz is a roller coaster of emotions. If he can maybe throw 1 interception this week, that would be great. He looked good at the end of the game, and I think that's what matters in these type of games is who's looking good towards the end of the game, not necessarily the beginning. I'm gonna go
sir.
Commanders.
alrighty. Going into the next game, we have Bucks taking on the Saints in New Orleans. Bucks are -2.5. Saints are home dogs in this situation.
Tough game. Tough
Trevor,
Yeah,
game.
I want to start it with you.
I'm kind of iffy on this game. Saints always find a way to make Tom Brady uncomfortable in New Orleans. I feel like every year it's a split between these two teams, Saints and Bucks. I'm going to go with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, though, just because the Saints literally almost lost to the Falcons last week. Like, if it wasn't for some bonehead moves by Marcus Mariota and the Falcons, I think they should have won. That's why I'm going Tom
Is
Brady.
the team that loves to blow leads. We already know this, Trevor.
Yeah, weren't they up 21-6? Am I
Yeah,
reading
they
that?
were once up 28-3 in a Super Bowl game as well.
Against this quarterback.
Yes.
Yes.
I hate this game because the Saints, like you said, that defense knows exactly how to play Tom Brady. They beat him up year in and year out.
Last time they played, the Saints won 9-0.
Saints won 9-0. Tom Brady and the Bucks did not look this good that last week.
No.
Damn, am I changing my pick mid podcast while I'm thinking about it?
Maybe you want to hear mine in Romans.
I'll ride Shenny's wave. I'm going Buccaneers here. Also, can't deny the GOAT. Guys known for winning games. I mean, the Saints do have a Buccaneers number all the time, but Alvin Kamara's questionable. Their run game was not there last week. Jameis Winston, of course, threw a pick. I think he has 2 more this game. I'm going Buccaneers.
Quick shout out to Michael Thomas for playing the first complete game in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he actually had a good game.
Yeah. 2 touchdowns, like 60
Hey, Buccaneers, hold on. Buccaneers,
Hold on.
Julio Jones. Julio Jones went off last week. I just want you guys to know. You guys were hating on me for that.
One
No
went
one-
off.
He ran his
Went off.
He ran his
No one on the
fastest
Bucks
route
went
in, like
off.
the last 6 years.
And I won't say like what do you have? 1 catch?
62 yards.
3 for
62 yards. That's
5
I
catches.
will not say that's great performance.
great. Great
Well,
performance.
I'm taking
did Jay Jettas
and
go?
I'm going who dat nation with the Saints
No
because
way.
the last 2 years, as Tom Brady's been in a Bucks uniform, he's 0-4 versus the Saints. He can't beat them. Their defense is too strong for him, and their defensive head coach is now, or their old defensive head coach is now their head coach. So he's got it all going on, and he's going to stop them. And despite that, the Bucks still have a bunch of guys hurt. There's a lot of guys on the injury report. Every single receiver is pretty much on the injury report. And as everybody knows, Tom Brady's still going through all of his stuff with his lady. And he's probably not going to figure that out just the way he's not going to figure out how to beat the Saints.
I just
Yeah.
want you to know that stat is what made him come out of retirement.
I've been
4-0
good-
against the Saints is irking him. He couldn't sleep last
I'm
night.
gonna go Saints too. I think they know his number. I'm gonna split this series with you guys. Let you guys take Bucks and me Saints. I didn't like how really the Bucks played last week, and Saints had a hard fought W.
Jameis.
Jameis was eating those W's. He had a
No.
hard fought W. I'm gonna say he gets one again. They know.
Timeout. Pause. Has Jameis ever beat the Bucks?
No, he's on the Bucks.
But in those 4 games that the Saints are 4-0 against Tom
no.
Brady, was Jameis ever
Winston
the
was not
quarterback?
quarterback. No, sir.
Maybe one of them, but if not, then it was the tight end, and you getting beat by a tight end is even worse.
Yeah. Who went off last week?
Yes, he is still relevant.
Oh,
Still
Dwayne
relevant.
was at this game.
He's hitting the drum.
Dwayne, you say Dwayne Bowe?
Yes, he's hitting the
Yes.
drum.
It's in the drum at KC right now on my big screen.
Wish
Well,
he was playing.
All right, so we split that one again. All right, we are moving on to the Panthers taking on the Giants.
The 1-0 Giants.
The 1-0 Giants for the first time since what?
yeah.
2016?
Since Eli Manning, for sure.
For sure.
Wild.
They had a hard fought W. Saquon, welcome back, boy.
Welcome
Yes.
back.
What a game
Yes.
for that guy, huh? Fighting hard, coming back from injuries left and right. Man, it's good to see him have a great game.
But could they do it against Baker Mayfield and the Panthers?
I mean, Baker couldn't do it. And the whole hype, all offseason, as soon as he was
Couldn't
traded,
do it.
was week 1 versus Browns. Week 1 versus Browns.
And he shit the bed.
Yep, didn't get it.
Yep.
So we got the Panthers going into the Giants. Giants are -2-point favorites. How we feel?
Giants are -2 favorites.
It is.
Yes.
Giants are winning.
No,
Giants
no.
are taking down the Panthers. Last week, Daniel Jones was one of 2 quarterbacks to have all of his balls thrown be catchable balls. Him and Josh Allen. That's it.
Wow.
I think the Dabble effect.
Yes,
Dabble. I said it
dabble,
last week and I
dabble,
went
dabble.
against them. I'm going to take them this week. I'm going to take the Giants. I think Baker needs another week in the books. Another week game planning. He ain't ready yet.
Yep, I think Saquon does it again and goes for another 100 yards. Saquon, he's a good running back when healthy. He's good catching out of the backfield, blocking. He can run up the middle, up the gut, and take it to the house. And
And did anyone know Patrick Mahomes had a thumb injury until tonight?
left hand injury. Just read it on the screen before the pod.
Who cares?
It doesn't look like it matters.
I care. All right. Did we all get our picks in? Did you guys get your picks?
Shane,
I'm going Panthers. I think this
Panthers.
defense is too good. I haven't seen Daniel Jones play 2 games back to back like he had last week. And I really believe in Christian McCaffrey and Baker Mayfield. Baker going up against his bad team. I heard a lot of things in the media after the game. They know all of his moves. They know all of his tricks. They know all of that. So that had a little bit towards it. All the coaches knew his tendencies, all that. But I like him this week against the Giants in New York. Don't like the Meadowlands field though. Fucking turf monster.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Giants for sure. I don't know why. I told them they were dead last week.
Not letting you
ahead,
take
Roman.
the island, Shenny.
Didn't
I'm
they
going
beat
Panthers also.
The Titans. That's who they beat, right? Titans.
Yes, the Giants
Yeah,
beat the Titans.
and-
Yes.
All right.
It was
Yes.
OT, right? Or was it final drive?
They went for 2 at the end.
Went
Yeah.
for 2. That's what it was. Yep.
I'm going Panthers here also. CMC unlocked this week. Had to get the first game jitters out.
Yeah.
All right. Next game we have the Patriots taking on the Steelers. Trevor, take it away.
Oh, I'm easily going the Steelers here. Mac Jones looked awful against the Dolphins defense, and no TJ Watt, no problem. We made a trade in the offseason to get Malik Reed. That was underrated trade. He's ready. He had like 8 or 9 sacks last year for the Broncos, so I think he's going to fill that role decently. Not TJ Watt. You can't replace TJ Watt, but you can fill a hole, a little void for that. And I think Mitch is going to play a lot better. I hope Najee runs the ball a little bit more. I know he's supposed to be supposedly hurt, but I've heard good things that he's going to play. Mac Jones is hurt too with a back injury.
Yeah, that's what really scares me about this game is the Mac Jones injury, because this Steelers defense is mean. The Steelers defense is tough and it's gross and they're assholes. And with Mac Jones being hurt, I think I'm going to take the Steelers in this one. I know no TJ, and I think that is going to hurt the Steelers for sure this year and down the road. But I think this is a game where they could get if Mac Jones, especially if he gets hurt mid game and gets out of this game, and maybe Mac Jones isn't even hurt, and this is the old Belichick trick. But I'm going to take Steelers here, and I'm not too sure why.
Yep. I'm going Steelers too. Their defense over there, it's steel, to say the least. Even if they don't have TJ Watt, I don't think they're going to get as many sacks as they did last week because when they have TJ Watt, he's just such an X factor on that defense. But they still got Minka. Minka's too good for them. And if they can establish their run game and be able to play action off that, they're going to do just fine versus Patriots team. They did not look too good against the Miami Dolphins this week. But I'm going Steelers. Right now they're dogs, so I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we're going average take sweep. Go ahead, Shenny.
no, you saw on the last drive last week when the Bengals scored a touchdown to go into OT. We needed a play, and our playmaker wasn't on the field, so it's tough. But that's the only thing I was going to say about missing TJ.
All right,
Missing
we're
TJ is definitely
we're
going to hurt
sweeping
you,
the
but
Steelers.
maybe just not this week.
Yeah, I
still
think it's going to
curtains
hurt
sweep.
later on down the road. Maybe another
Yeah.
injury or something like that. I don't know.
Damn, 2-0 Steelers sounds great. 11-0 question mark?
No shot. No shot.
No. All right, moving on. Average takes curse alert. Colts taking on the Jaguars in Jacksonville. Indianapolis
Scary game.
minus 3.5 point favorites. So the Jags are in fact home dogs.
Home dogs. Did anybody hear Trevor Lawrence trying to hype up his team last week?
No.
No,
That is the softest video I've ever heard. He sounds like a third string wide receiver chanting to the offense while he's on the sideline.
don't tell me that.
Oh my god, it's worse than Russell Wilson's run ball call speech during his game. But yeah, I think I'm going Colts here. I don't think the Jags have what it takes. Matty Ice looked very good last week. Jonathan Taylor killed it. Yeah, I'm going Colts.
I think I'm going to go Colts too. I think the Jaguars need to learn a little bit more. I think the Colts are a better team. Michael Pittman Jr. had a great game last week.
He's hurt right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he just went on injury report today. I don't know what it's for, but he
Don't
was
like
not at
that.
practice this week.
Don't like that. But I'm gonna take the Colts. I don't think the Jags are that great, and I think Jonathan Taylor is gonna be able to run all over this defense. No Miles Jack anymore. None of those guys. So.
Yeah, I'm going Colts as well. I'm gonna follow the train. Jonathan Taylor's too hard to get, and he's that defense over there. That whole team really in Jacksonville is very young. I think they need a little more time to gel together and find their way. But I think it's Indianapolis all the way.
Is there?
Well. The Colts haven't won in Jacksonville in 9 years. No matter who the quarterback is, they can't win in Jacksonville. And they tied against the worst team in the league. So I think Doug Peterson has a great game plan for Matt Ryan. And I think the Jaguars are going to win this game.
All right. Hungry dogs run faster. All right, Trevor. Good island there, buddy, because I hate that game. So either one goes. Next game, I think we're all going to sweep this one. Rams, Falcons.
Rams.
Rams.
All right. Next game, Seahawks, 49ers. I mean, we saw Geno Smith have a first half of his life.
He looked like mini Pat Mahomes out there.
I think the Broncos lost that game. I wouldn't say the Seahawks won it. I think the Broncos lost it 10 times over. They lost it. And I think that the Seahawks aren't going to be good that much. Like, they're not going to win that much this year. No. And Trevor, I think the Seahawks are one of the worst teams in this league.
And Jamal's out for the year.
Yeah, now Jamal, their best defensive player, is out for the year. I'm truly interested in to see how the 49ers bounce back after the worst weather game of the entire season. Yep. That game was terrible. It drowned me with my bet because the 49ers lost. But I'm going to go 49ers here for sure.
I think I'm going 49ers here as well. It's going to be raining in San Clarita on Sunday.
Oh no.
San Francisco 49ers just played in rain. And their run game's one of the best in the game. No matter who's running the ball, their head coach is just there, ready with those running formations and ready to go. And don't forget Trey Lance has legs. He's ready to run too. I think they can take him over, but I don't think they cover this 8.5. Geno played decently last week, but I'm going to take the Niners here.
Also, same, taking the 49ers here. I think the rain's not going to get to them this week. It's going to be another game for them. Seahawks did look good last week, but like Bob said, the Broncos just lost that game for them. I'm going 49ers.
Yeah, I don't know how the Bears fucking won that game. It was a shit show. They were fucking slipping and sliding all over the field. Justin Fields acted like he won the Super Bowl, which the Browns did win the Super Bowl. They beat NFC champion goer 49ers. The 49ers need to figure it out. Jimmy G is the key to this team, and he is not on the field. So until Trey Lance can prove to me he's a fucking NFL-worthy quarterback, I'm going to go 49ers, but still, that's only because I'm not betting the Seahawks. I hate the Seahawks. They suck. I don't care if they beat the Broncos. They had a lot of vengeance towards Russell Wilson for some reason, which was good enough to win a game. So
I'm going to go 49ers. I think it was a 12th man. They were loud. You could hear them.
They were loud, especially when they started playing good.
49ers sweep. Let's get out of this game.
Do it.
Bengals versus Cowboys. Who knows who the Cowboys quarterback's going to be? Dak out with the hand surgery. He's going to be out for a little bit. Do you see them getting a quarterback?
I'm hearing Phil Rivers.
Really?
Philip.
Actually, or jokingly?
Do you trade for Jimmy
Because
G?
I don't see them making a trade. If they're gonna get a quarterback, I think they would go to somebody who just got.
So Cam Newton.
I don't even think that he's been too
Cam
far out.
Newton,
I think.
ew.
I mean, I think there's two backups that are better than
Do
Cooper
they-
Rush.
Do they go get
Mason
this-
Rudolph. Automatically, Mason Rudolph is better than Cooper Rush.
Yes.
They were already interested in him during the offseason. Number 2, Jimmy G would be best case scenario, but do you give up whatever they're asking for him? Probably not.
Because Dak's
Um,
gonna come back. The move is if you need a quarterback now, it's Mason Rudolph.
Yeah,
Like if you want like a ready now quarterback,
he's
probably
capable
the
of
best
winning football
quarterback.
games. He's not the greatest, but he can win 2 or 3 games, and then you get Dak back in your 3 and 5 best case, So that's the only move I can see them making. He's been training all offseason, practicing, throwing the ball. You can't really rely on these other guys who don't know how to call plays and shit that have been sitting around all offseason.
What about going to get the journeyman? The guy who is on the TV right now commentating, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
Cowboys are one team that he has not played for.
He
as
said
well add
no
it
on
to
a
the list.
podcast I was listening to, but I would love that.
I would love it.
I love Fitzmagic.
He
Wouldn't
said
fire.
on that podcast, he's like, I purposely didn't throw a ball for 2 weeks so I could go play a game, and I still have it. And I was like, wow, what a fucking genius.
Yes.
What a genius.
That's a Harvard man right there.
All right, so let's get into this game then. We got Bengals at Cowboys. Cowboys don't have a quarterback. I'm going Bengals.
Bengals.
I'm going Bengals also. I think last week was a fluke. They get it together
A
this week.
fluke? Come on.
I think Steelers have a
You
good
don't throw
defense.
4
They weren't
interceptions
ready.
in a fluke.
Yeah,
You're just
you
bad.
don't win with
He
four
didn't. Did he
interceptions.
play preseason?
Good game plan. Was a good game
Didn't.
plan.
He didn't preseason. He
That
sucked.
was his preseason. 4 picks.
Yes, it was.
At a boy. I'm going to go Bengals here just because if Dak was playing, I'm probably going Cowboys. But Dak's not playing. I'm going to go Bengals. No
Yes,
ifs, ands, or
sir.
buts.
All right, moving on. We have the Texans playing the Broncos in Denver. Broncos minus 10-point favorites. This one's easy, folks.
Too much for me, but I love the Broncos. I love Russ. If Russ can't score more than 20 points in this game, something is wrong.
Yes.
I don't know what. Something is wrong.
Something with the Broncos is wrong. Totally.
Yes.
I think he goes off this week. He scores 4 touchdowns at least. And that's just him throwing. Doesn't include anybody running the ball in. That Texans defense, I can't even name you a guy that's on there besides Derek Stingley. And Derek Stingley was one of the lowest rated PFF players, PFF grade rated players last week.
Last week.
He didn't do too hot versus the
His
Colts.
debut.
So yeah,
Yuck.
I'm going.
I'm going Broncos
Broncos,
also.
for sure.
Let's ride.
That's right. All right, next game we have the Cardinals playing the Raiders.
I think we
Both
skipped the
teams
Ravens.
started.
Dolphins.
Oh, we did that
What?
first.
Ravens Dolphins?
Yes.
No, we haven't done that.
I don't think we've done Ravens Dolphins.
Nope.
Oh, damn. I don't see it on my damn screenshot.
Well, I'm going Ravens.
I'm going Ravens also.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Ravens too.
Ravens, then we'll sweep them since we missed it.
All right, Raiders now.
All right.
Raiders,
Cardinals versus the Raiders. Trevor, we talked about it earlier. It is God fucking first weekend. You get 3 days to play it. Kyler's gonna suck. I'm hammering the Raiders. And if you're a bet man, hammer the minus 5.5.
Put the hammer in. Derek Carr's going off this week. He sucked last week. I know. I'm a Raiders fan, all right? Last week. That's the worst game of his career in 9 years. But did you see what he did with his boy?
Devontae.
Devontae.
Yummy.
Trade him to me in fantasy because I've been begging you for him for the last 2 weeks. Give him to me now, and let's go.
Yummy. I love it. I love
I'm
it.
going Raiders also. It just so happened that they played the Chargers last week. Sucks for them, but I think they come out on top this week. Cardinals are trash. Fucking beta weekend. I guess I gotta ride the Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders, but whoever loses this game is the best 0-2 team in the whole league.
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you on that. Yeah.
And I'm more leaning towards Raiders because Kyler had no Rondell Moore, he had no D Hop, Hollywood Brown. He led the team in catches or yards, but like you can't rely on one guy. Like it's so hard to do that unless you're Aaron Rodgers, and Kyler Murray's not Aaron Rodgers. So
And Aaron Rodgers didn't have it.
You saw it last week.
yep, you're right.
All right, so we're getting into that game. Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, Bears at Packers in Green Bay.
Lightning
And
storms.
when the lightning strikes, A-Rod is his best.
Yes.
I'm going
Yes, sir.
Packers, dude. The Bears don't have it versus him. We saw it last year. I own you. Like it was the show. Like he loves playing the Bears. He loves killing the Bears. He thinks about Big Cat in his head every touchdown he scores. I swear.
Every single time.
And so we're going I'm going Packers.
I'm going Packers also solely on that take. Also,
I don't think the Bears are good.
Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. The weather let them win last week. They had no shot they win this week. I'm going Packers.
They played in a dome last week.
No, the Chicago Bears
Chicago.
played in the weather.
Sorry.
I'm taking Packers as well. The Bears suck. They haven't been good in a few years.
Why is that Sunday night?
I know.
It's
Division rival.
the biggest
Terrible
rivalries.
That sucks.
I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be closer than a lot think. Aaron Rodgers didn't do much last week.
Oh, so you're taking Bears plus 10?
Yes, Bears plus 10.
Oh, really?
I'm taking Bears plus 10 on this.
Yeah.
I think that they got
I don't like that.
the way the Packers are winning this game is not going to be by Aaron Rodgers' arm. It's going to be by AJ Dillon, big thighs, running the ball down. And
AJ Dillon stud last week.
And I
Yeah,
love that.
All right. We got
Packers.
2 Monday games. Yeah, Trevor, we already knew where you were going. That's a sweep. We got 2 Monday games, 4:15 and 5:30. Wait a second. Hold the phone here. Are we playing at the same time?
What? Red Zone on a Monday? What doing?
On the same channel too.
4:15 and 5:30.
I got ABC and ESPN.
They're owned by the same people.
Owned by the same company, not the same channel.
All I know is it's raining in Buffalo.
Absolutely. Bills are on a tear this year. There's nothing you could say that makes me think the Bills are going to lose this game. Josh Allen is a stud. Yeah, Bills by at least 10.
Well, good, because that's a push if you're a bet man. Buffalo minus 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bills. The way they played last week, I think they could have stomped any one of these teams in the league.
Absolutely.
They played great. They had 7 sacks. You can't define the facts. They played great.
Oh, you're a rhymer,
So,
are you?
Let's go. Yeah. But yeah, we're going Josh Allen and the Bills.
That's right.
I'm going Bills too. Let's ride. That's
Damn,
easy.
Titans beat the Bills last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
I
was
don't know. Derrick Henry had one of the worst games I've ever seen him have. The backup running back went absolutely nuclear for fantasy wise.
Did you
Derrick Henry got taken off of his feet.
Depleted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! How do
Shout
you,
out Georgia Bulldog Kate
How?
Crowder.
How do you put a bus on its back like that? I was so shook. All Derrick Henry's stock dropped.
No
after
idea.
That play.
You hit him
That
with the
is
bulldozer.
Insane.
Hit him where it hurts.
I'm gonna take the Bills though as well. I think Josh Allen is coming with a whole new mindset this year, and I really like the way he's playing football, especially after fucking burning Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey called him trash, and then he runs down the field and screams in his ear, "You're my daddy, bitch. I'm your daddy."
Oh, okay. Yep. All right. So Bill sweep. Moving on to the better Monday night game because these two teams I think are evenly matched up. We have the Vikings taking on the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Or it's raining again in
No.
Philadelphia.
Oh,
God damn
no
it.
way.
No way.
Yes, it is. Look.
Oh, how is it gonna actually rain?
You know,
If it's
Like
rain,
flooded rain.
I might take my pick.
if it's
I might
rain,
change my
rain,
pick.
I go Eagles. If it's not rain,
Yes,
I
I'm
go
going
Vikings.
Well, you have to
100
make the
P.
pick now.
100
The
P.
best part of this
is
podcast.
the hardest bet. If it's raining, it's gonna be tight one. One team's good at rushing. One team's good at passing.
I'm
We
gonna
gotta-
hate that play up like freaking.
Yep.
I gotta go Vikings here. Eagles somehow pulled it off last week. I'm not sure. I like their team, but not this week. Dalvin Cook stud, Justin Jefferson stud. Vikings. I'll start it off Vikings.
I'm right there with you. I'm taking the Vikings. I think that the Lions gave some trouble to the Eagles last week, and the Eagles defense is supposed to be really, really good. But the Lions showed that they could play with one of the best defenses. And I feel like the Vikings, the way they played versus Green Bay, they're going to be able to light this Eagles defense up. Justin Jefferson, best receiver in the league, cannot stop that guy. Kirk Cousins is throwing money. He's been doing good the last 3 years. He's been throwing 35 touchdowns plus, and he's going to do it again this week.
Yeah, the rain has scared me in this game because if it rains, like you said, Colin, Eagles are a great running team. And they're just gonna run the option and run down their throat, and this game's gonna be stupid boring. But what my
Derwin
original
James
pick
is a stud.
is gonna be the Vikings. And they're +2 in this game. I love that. I love the money line in this situation, obviously, because +2 is stupid. But the Vikings, I love this. Trevor, the island's there if you could take it, and I think it's a great island this week. I think this is a great island, but I think the Vikings are the team to pick here.
Well, you know what happens on islands, right? It rains. And anytime it rains, it's always harder to catch the football.
Yep.
Yes, they have Dalvin Cook. But Dalvin Cook cannot run the ball 35 times, and the Vikings win this game. So I'm going to go Eagles because the Eagles can run the ball 35 times and win the game.
This is a great island.
And I am big on Miles Sanders' revenge year. I love it. And it's home. Eagles fans are about to be rowdy because their team has hype around them. First time in like 5 years.
You may hear the Rocky song.
And
No.
I just like Philly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All right. So now to my favorite part of this podcast, we got the not so average parlay.
Let's do it.
And I want to get it started because mine comes right piggyback off that Monday night game. I'm go Vikings +2, or actually money line because it's a better odd. Actually, the odds are better in that situation? What is it? +165? I think I saw when you take
15 for the Vikings.
+115 instead of -110. So obviously we're gonna take that. I'll take the Vikings winning. That's the first bet of the parlay. Let's hear it, boys.
Get it, Roman. You were talking about this earlier.
Well, gentlemen. I don't know if you guys remember last week. I took the under in the Chargers-Raiders game, and nobody believed me, and it hit. So, in order to keep that going, this week I am going to take Houston Texans versus Denver Broncos under 46, and it's going to hit again. I'm all over the unders this year. Hope you guys can ride with me. Under 46 lock.
I hate adding unders to my parlay, Roman.
What did it do last week?
I will do it again.
Come
I
on.
will do it again. It hit. I didn't. So keep them coming. Trevor.
Take the money line pick, Kenny. I know where you're going.
I'm hammering Steelers money line. I should have done it last week. I was all over it last week. All talk though, no balls. This week I'm all talk and I have all balls. Patriots are fucking dead to me. Bill Belichick's gonna retire. This is his last year. He's gonna go like fucking 4-13, end his reign of being supreme leader of the NFL. Mike Tomlin is gonna step right into that role. Steelers money line.
Alrighty then. Collin.
I got two that I can't grasp. I don't know which ones I want. Because if it's raining in Philadelphia, you may as well take that under 50.5.
Very true. Very true. That was my second pick.
But if it's not raining, I'm going to the desert, and I'm going Raiders -5.5. People are going to say it's biased. It's not biased. Kyler Murray's going to be staying up all night. He's going to be playing COD. He's going to come out to the game, think he has his control in his hand. He's not going to want to let it go, just like he's not going to want to let go of the football when Max is going to be on his back. So we're taking the -5.5 Raiders.
All right, I'm adding it. So my parlay
Fire.
looks like 4 picks. I got the Vikings plus 115, the Texans and Broncos under 46 points,
Let's
Steelers
go.
plus 115, and the Raiders minus 5.5.
That's a parlay if I've ever seen it.
That's a
I
great
think
parlay.
That's a good one right there.
Yes, sir.
Hammering it.
Let's take it.
Well, thanks for visiting Average Takes.
Thank
This
you.
is
Leave a
week
like,
2
comment,
pick'ems.
subscribe. Colin, good luck. This year is a
Thank
little
you,
different.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We're giving the winner $250 cash.
Woo!
Yep,
Hopefully
we're just
you were
letting
that
them
guy.
take it. We're just letting them take cash.
But the winner can be one of us,
The winner
which
can
was not
be
facts
one of
last year.
us. Last week
So,
I sucked, so it doesn't even matter.
last week, Roman was the best picker, if anybody cared.
Well, that's because you get 18 weeks to pick up. I get 1.
Yep.
That's all good. It's all good.
You're
a cheater.
Be great. All right. Nothing wrong with being average. Absolutely
Peace.
nothing wrong with being average. Deuces. Trevor,
Deuces.
we don't care about your Steelers.